Hey everyone, this is Troy Harper here at Harper Cigar Lounge. Welcome back to another Harper Cigar Lounge podcast. This is episode 11, and this is season 3, so episode 11 of season 3. And today, this will be the last show I do for this podcast until around probably August or September, probably around early September. I'll start up season 4. So I'm really excited to get that going, but it's also very sad to have to say this is my last podcast for the season. It's been a great season. It got started a little bit late. I usually start my podcast around September, like I said, for the new season coming up. But we had some work getting done in our basement this last year, so I didn't get to start doing these podcasts until late October. So 2 months behind, but was managed to get in some great stuff this season. And again, this is episode 11, but really, technically, it could be episode 13 or episode 14 because I did do some things this year, but I didn't really include it. It was under Harper Cigar Lounge, but it wasn't included on my shows for the season. They were bonuses, I guess you could say. So if you include those in, it'd be probably episode 14 actually, but we'll stick with episode 11. Um, or it'd be probably episode 13, like I said, or 14. I can't remember, but anyway, um, great season, and we're gonna get into some great stuff today to end it for this season, and I can't wait to get started on episode 4 this upcoming season, which I'll again start in probably probably more than likely September. So anyway, I will be doing some other podcasts though throughout the summer. I'll still do my smoking metal podcast. I'll still do the Dropping the Ash podcast, and I'll still do my Troya Marcia cigar review podcast. And I'll be continuing to do, some video shorts and some different things in between. So anyway, guys, it's been a great season. Broke some new ground this season. Got to do a lot of different things than I normally do. And so it was a really exciting season. Really, like I said, got to break some ground, got to meet some goals that I've been wanting to meet, for a while. So it's been a great season. So I have no complaints, and I think you guys have enjoyed it too. We've had a lot more followers come on to this channel over time, and so it's really been growing. So I'm really excited about what's going to come up in the future for this channel. Um, I'm really excited. So, but I I'm just really excited. I really am. And just had another subscriber come on to the channel, Angel Cat. So Angel Cat, thank you for subscribing to this channel. Um, and it looks like maybe your first name is Caden. I'm not sure for exactly. Um, but yeah, thanks for coming on and subscribing. And I just subscribed back to your channel. So anyway, so welcome to the family here, and I hope you'll get a lot out of this channel. I hope you'll really enjoy it. Um, but looks like we got another Jimi Hendrix fan here. Um, and so yeah, so anyway, Angel Cat, welcome to Harper Cigar Lounge. Make sure you check out my Facebook group page also on Facebook under Harper Cigar Lounge as well. So anyway, guys, let's get this going. And first off, the cigar that I'm gonna smoke today, because this is an important day for me, ending this season with this last show, and getting excited for the next season coming up. But I'm gonna celebrate you guys. So this cigar is dedicated to all of you out there that have came on to this channel and have been following me. And oops, almost dropped my cigar. But anyway, all of you new followers, all of your followers from the beginning, this cigar is dedicated to you. and it's just a great cigar to celebrate with. So I want to celebrate actually all 3 seasons so far with this channel. And like I said, some of you have been with me from the beginning. There's some new followers. There's some that have joined halfway through, or just over the past few years that have joined. And so all of you, I appreciate all of you. I couldn't do this without you at all, and I wouldn't want to do this without any of you. So anyway, so the cigar I'm smoking today in celebration of this channel and to dedicate to you guys that have made this all possible for me is the Diamond Crown Maximus. And this is just a really, really great cigar. Hopefully you guys can see that okay. Um, this is a cigar that I don't smoke very often. It runs around $18. So it's a great cigar to celebrate with. It's been in my humidor for probably a good couple of years now. Just been waiting for that right moment to smoke it. And so today I feel is the right day to do this. But this cigar is the Diamond Crown Maximus by the J.C. Newman Company. It's a 5x50 Robusto. The wrapper's Ecuadorian El Bajo Sungrown, I think is how you pronounce that. Binder and filler is Dominican. The factory that this was made of is the Tabacalera A Fuente. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Made in the Dominican Republic. This has been aged for 5 years before putting it out on the market. So aged 5 years. Again, it runs around $18 per stick, and around 260.99 for a box of 20. Box of 20. Anyway, so full strength cigar, and taste notes of bittersweet chocolate or like a dark chocolate, leather, charred wood, and savory spices is what I've gotten off the internet. And we'll see if I get some different taste notes out of this today. There are other sizes in this cigar: the double Corona 8x50, Churchill 7x50, double Bellicoso 6 3/4 by 54, Pyramid 6 3/8 by 50, a Toro 6x50, and the double Robusto 5x56. So those are the other sizes this comes in. And again, this is a Robusto 5x50. So, and let's see here. Cigar Aficionado said this was the top, or they voted it as one of the top 25 cigars of 2009. Cigar and Spirits has rated this a 96. Cigar Journal has rated this a 93. Cigar Snob has rated this a 90. And Smoke Magazine has rated this a 95. So, but anyway, great cigar. It's been a long time since I've had one. I maybe have had this once or twice over the years, but it's probably been a good couple of years or more since I've had one. So, let's see if I can fix my lighting just a little bit here. So you guys can get a better look at this cigar. So I don't know, it just seems like with my lights being dimmed down, that doesn't change it much, does it? But so anyway, but it's a really pretty band. A lot of gold and a lot, some reds, and it's a kind of a raised um on the where it says Maximus, it's kind of raised lettering, and just some really, really pretty colors on this band. It's got the JC Newman cigar logo on it as well, right there. And but yeah, just a really, really pretty cigar band. Definitely a keeper. So anyway, but wish you guys could see that a little bit better. But it is a really, really cool band. And if you guys have never had one of these, maybe if you run into that, maybe this is a cigar you'd want to maybe pick up for maybe a special occasion or something. So, but anyway, there maybe you guys can see a little bit better right there. But anyway, let me get this cut and toasted. I'm going to be using my Calibri cutter that my son got me last Christmas. You guys have seen me use this quite a bit, but really cool cutter. It's got a cigar rest on it as well, right there. But it's got the V cut and the guillotine cut on it. So I'm going to be using I think I'm going to use probably my guillotine cut today. Get a taste of the wrapper. Um, Kind of some sweet milk chocolate kind of taste of the wrapper. Got a really nice kind of a hay or fresh cut grass kind of a smell to it. Ah, wow. Smells terrific. But anyway, let me get this cut and then we'll get it toasted up here. Um, it does look like it's a double seam cap on there. I don't know if you can see that very well. Probably not, but it does have a double seam cap on it, it looks like. So let me get this cut here. So anyway, there's my cut. That tobacco looks just really terrific in there. Premium tobacco hand rolled cigar. Um, One thing nice about this cutter, it traps all of your tobacco inside of that after you cut it, and you can just close it up and keep it in there. And then when you can dump it out, just go ahead and do it. So, but until you can, if you don't dump it out immediately, it's fine. It'll stay trapped inside. So that's really cool. That traps all your tobacco inside of that. Anyway, so I think I've got it all out now. Put this off to the side here. Let me get a cold draw here. Um, Still dealing with a little bit of a cough. Getting over some illness that I've had for a little bit now. Probably good. I don't know, going on a couple weeks, but just been dealing with a lot of congestion and kind of a cough and stuff like that. But I'm getting better. I really am. I took the other day off to recuperate because I was just not feeling the greatest, and my body felt like it just kind of came to a brick wall and just couldn't go any further. So took the other day off and slept all day and all night pretty much. So anyway, I've been feeling much better since then. So anyway, I've just been putting a lot of hours into work, and I think my body's just pretty much have told me that I need to take a break for a moment. So I did, and I'm feeling much better. So anyway, the cold draw has some nice cinnamon kind of a taste, a little bit of some pepper as well on that cold draw. So anyway, I think I'm gonna use my Oliva tabletop lighter here today. Um, and maybe actually, you know what? I'm gonna do this in honor of my buddy Jacob Lee over in Rapid City, South Dakota. Um, he taught me a match trick that just works great. But I will toast this really, just get a start on this with the foot. Give it just a slight toast here. The aromas are terrific so far. Wow, just some nice cedar, kind of a little bit of some cedar and maybe, yeah, kind of a cedar or kind of maybe some kind of coffee kind of scent. But let me get these matches lit up here or struck up or whatever you want to call it. And okay. Wow. A lot of pepper right off the bat. Definitely some kind of dark chocolate or some dark roast coffee, which was not mentioned in the taste notes, but Anyway, I got that toasted up pretty good and lit pretty well now. That match trick, Jacob, is wonderful. I do use matches more because of it. Um, because of the trick he showed me. But anyway, Jacob Lee, my buddy back in Rapid City, South Dakota, he's got a YouTube channel called Jake's Music State, and he's got a show that's called Jake Not from State Farm. Um, and so check him out on YouTube. But he taught me the match trick because I just never was successful with matches. But he showed me that right there where you strike two matches, point it downward after you light it, and let that sulfur burn on the edge of your matches, and let that burn down there, and then flip it back up, and then with two matches being burned at the same time, you get more of a flame out of it that helps you light your cigar much better, and it doesn't go out as quick or burn up as quick. So that really has helped me a lot. So anyway, but wow, a lot of great smoke coming off of this cigar, and getting some dark, definitely some dark chocolate, getting those pepper, like dark, or like, I don't know, some black pepper is what I want to say, some black pepper notes. Um, on the taste notes I got off of the internet, which I can't remember the site that I got this information off of for the cigar today. But they didn't mention anything about coffee or anything like that. But I do get a little bit of a dark roast coffee along with the dark chocolate. Definitely pepper. It says savory spices on the taste notes, but I get definitely some black pepper. And yeah, this is definitely a full strength cigar. Um, I would not recommend this for a beginner at all. Very rich cigar. Needed a drink of water really quick. Um, but anyway, guys, I hope you brought a smoke of your own today to celebrate. But cheers to you guys. And again, I'm dedicating this to all of you, my followers, my Harper Cigar Lounge family members. Um, you guys are all family to me. So cheers to you guys. And I appreciate you guys all for being a part of this. I really do. Um, get that flashlight out of the scene here. I don't know why that was even there. But anyway, today I'm drinking some coffee that was gifted to us here. It's fire department coffee, spirit infused coffee, and that's what I'm drinking today, right there. Um, Vanilla bean bourbon, and this is made in let's see here, where is this made? Rockford, Illinois. This is made. It looks like so, but vanilla bean bourbon, and nobody in my family likes this coffee, but I think it's really really good. So anyway, so if you ever run into that, maybe get that. I'm not sure if it was bought on a website or if it was bought in a grocery store. I don't know for sure, but I'm really liking it. So I'll keep that in the background right there for you guys to look at. So anyway, so cheers to you guys. Got my really big coffee mug today. But it's not a real strong coffee at all. It's very smooth, and just a hint of bourbon. Um, and you can definitely taste a little bit of vanilla in it. It's really, really good. I don't know why my family thought it was terrible, but I think it's really good. So anyway, guys, let's get into some birthdays today. So let's get into that. I'm gonna go to my screen share, and we'll get into some heavy metal, hard rock, heavy metal birthdays, and see who's on our list today. Let's see here. Um, I gotta go back to the beginning here. I was already looking through some of these just to see who I was going to get to discuss for May hard rock heavy metal birthdays. Um, and let's see here. First, we've got DRC Rutsky, Bassist for the Smashing Pumpkins. She was born May 1st, 1968. She's at the age of 57 right now, and she's looking very good. I'll be skipping through some of these people here. Jeff Gutt, he was born May 2nd, 1976. He's at the age of 49. And again, he's the singer-songwriter for or I'm sorry, Jeff Gutt, singer-songwriter for the Stone Temple Pilots. Um, I'm I'm not sure if anyone else helps with the songwriting or not. Um, Bobby Blitz Ellsworth, got to meet him last year, last fall when when Overkill was opening up for King Diamond. Got a great picture of me and him together. Um, and it was great getting to meet him. Got to meet him over in Denver, Colorado, at the Mission Ballroom Theater. Again, it was Night Demon and then Overkill and then King Diamond. It was a spectacular show. But Bobby Blitz Ellsworth, he was born May 3rd, 1959. Singer songwriter for Overkill. He's at the age of 66. Um, hopefully you guys got a good look at him there. And then let's see here. We've got Mick Mars, ex Motley Crue guitarist. He's at the age of 74 right now. He was born May 4th, 1951. So happy belated birthday to all these people here. Um, let's see here. I'm gonna skip that one. Steve Stevens, band Billy Idol, of course, guitarist for Billy Idol. He was born May 5th, 1959. He's at the age of 66. Ah, yes. Bill Ward, drummer for Black Sabbath. Uh, there's a great show coming up in Birmingham in July with all kinds of artists opening up. It's called Back to the Beginning, and all the proceeds goes to um, local uh, charities in Birmingham. So no one's getting paid. Even the opening acts aren't getting paid, and all the money's going to charity in Birmingham, England. So that'll be in July, and that's just right around the corner. But anyway, so Bill Ward is 77 right now, and he was born May 5th, 1948. Again, the drummer for Black Sabbath. Um, and one of my definitely one of my favorite drummers. James Labrie, born May 5th, 1963. He's the singer-songwriter for Dream Theater. He's at the age of 62 now. In case you didn't get a look at him, let's see here. This is loudwire.com. So whoever I don't go over, you can go back to loudwire.com after you watch this and go see whose birthdays I have not mentioned today. Chris Shefflett, guitarist for Foo Fighters, age 54. He was born May 6, 1971. And we got Phil Campbell, which is ex Motorhead. So he's got a band called Phil Campbell and the Bastard Sons. Um, Guitarist, I believe he writes songs for this band. Um, I think he helps write songs for this band. I'm not quite sure. I could be wrong. You guys let me know if I'm wrong or right about that. But Phil Campbell, again, born May 6, 1961. He's at the age of 64. Rest in peace, Lemmy from Motorhead. You're missed. Motorhead is just missed every day. But I'm glad they left behind some great music for all of us to enjoy. See, we got Alex Van Halen. Uh, Birthday May 8th, 1953. He's at the age of 72 right now. And he is the drummer for Van Halen. Eric Brittingham, bassist for Cinderella. Um, he was born May 8th, 1960. He's at the age of 72. We'll skip her, but Andrew WK, band Andrew WK, singer, multi-instrumentalist, songwriter. Born May 9th, 1979. He's at the age of 46. So far, the cigar is a little slow burning, which is fine. I'm in no rush to get through the cigar by any means. Um, Give it just a little bit of a touch up here, or not really a touch up, just giving it kind of a boost. I just sense that it's since I've been talking a little more, not puffing enough, it's wanting to maybe go out. So I thought I would beat it to the punch and give it a little bit of a light, a relight, just not because it's really gone out yet, but I just want to make sure it don't. There we go. Anyway, so moving on. Danny Carey, drummer for Tool, born May 10th, 1961. He's at the age of 64. Richard Patrick, singer, instrumentalist, I'm sorry, and songwriter. May 10th, 1968. He was born. He's at the age of 57. Billy Squire, born May 12th, 1950. He's had a solo band. He's been a part of Ringo Starr and his All Star band. Also a guitarist, age 75. He had a lot of great hits back in the 80s. A lot of great hits. A lot of great hits. I love Billy Squire. See, Brett Gurewitz, Gurewitz, I'm not sure how you pronounce his last name. Born May 12th, 1962. He's at the age of 63. Guitarist for Bad Religion. And let's see here. Chuck Schuldiner, um, with the band Death. Born May 13th, 1967. He's at the age of 58. Singer, guitarist, songwriter. Ian Astbury, singer, songwriter for The Cult. Born May 14th, 1962. He's at the age of 63. Still looking really good. A band that I really love is The Cult. CC DeVille, born May 14th, 1962. Of course, he's the guitarist for Poison. Hoping there will be a reunion or a well, an anniversary tour this next year. I'm hoping not really a reunion, but just an anniversary tour is what they've talked about. So hopefully that will happen. But CC DeVille right now is at the age of 63. Eric Peterson, guitarist for Testament, born May 14th, 1964. He's at the age of 61. Great band, Testament. Mike Inez, he is the bassist for Alice in Chains. He was born May 14th, 1966. He's at the age of 59. So there he is right there. Paul Diano. Man, I miss Paul Diano. First singer for Iron Maiden, songwriter. I believe he helped with some of the songs for the first two Iron Maiden songs or Iron Maiden albums. Iron Maiden and Iron Maiden Killers. I know Steve Harris has done majority of the songwriting with Iron Maiden, but I want to say that Paul Diano kind of helped with some of the lyrics. Maybe I'm wrong. If I'm wrong about that, let me know. Um, I'll have to go back and look to see if there's any credits to him on any of the songs written on those first two albums. But we just lost him this year, and he is definitely missed. But Birthday is May 17th, 1958. Um, he would be 67 years old right now if he was alive. Um, Chris Novoselic, birthday May 16th, 1965. Bass player for Nirvana. Giants in the Trees. I've not heard of that band, but bass player for Nirvana anyway. And then we got Sonny Sandoval. He is the singer-songwriter for the band Christian band POD. They're mainstream, but they are Christian considered, which POD means payable on death. Um, so he was born May 16th, 1974. He's at the age of 51 right now. New metal style of music. They were probably the first new metal band that I got into, and then I kind of started getting into Korn and Limp Bizkit a little bit after that. But POD was the first new metal band I ever got into. Saw them back on the MTV days when they first started out, and just fell in love with them immediately. Great band. If you never listened to POD, check them out. Trent Reznor, Nine Inch Nails, and How to Destroy Angels. Singer, multi-instrumentalist, songwriter as well. But he was born on May 17th, 1965. May 17th, 1965. He was at the age of 60. Trent Reznor, Nine Inch Nails. Let's see here. We'll go and skip him. Skip that one. Skip him. Joey Ramone. May 19th, 1951, he was born. Singer for the Ramones, songwriter for the Ramones. He is no longer with us anymore. He did pass away quite a while back. He would be 74 years old if he was alive today. So anyway, Joey Ramone, rest in peace, you're missed. And Paul Diano, rest in peace, you're missed also. Peter Townsend, guitarist, singer for The Who, has done songwriting as well for The Who. One of my favorite bands as well from the 60s era. But anyway, Pete Townsend was born May 19th, 1945. He's at the age of 80 right now. It's hard to believe. Let's see here. Phil Rudd, ex drummer for AC/DC. He was born May 19th, 1954. He's at the age of 71. Phil Rudd, one of my favorite drummers of all time. Very underrated drummer, if you ask me. We'll skip that one. Skip that one. Skip that one. Skip him. Rich Robinson, guitarist for the Black Crowes. Another band that I really love. He was born May 24th, 1969. He's at the age of 56. I do believe he helps with some of the songwriting for the Black Crowes as well. Great guitarist. And yeah, just a great guitarist. Great. Doesn't credit him for any background vocals, but he's got some great vocals, that's for sure. Alessandro Cortini, keyboardist, guitarist, bassist for Nine Inch Nails. He was born May 24th, 1976, at the age of 49. Claus Mind, singer songwriter for the Scorpions. It's hard to believe that he is 77 years old now. He was born May 25th, 1948. So, singer songwriter for the Scorpions, German metal band, the Scorpions. Let's see here. We'll go and skip him. One of my favorite female vocalists, rock singers, Stevie Nicks. Really love Stevie Nicks. I've been a huge fan of Stevie Nicks for a long time. love her voice and love her lyrics. But she was with Fleetwood Mac. She's had her solo band for a long time. She was born May 26, 1948. She's at the age of 77. Hard to believe that Stevie Nicks is 77 right now, but she still looks great if you ask me. Um, love Stevie Nicks. Boy, I've been listening to a lot of Stevie Nicks along with Kicks here lately and Rat. I've been listening to a lot of Stevie Nicks. Some Fleetwood Mac songs too that she sings as well on her with her solo band. But big Fleetwood Mac fan too. But yeah, love Stevie Nicks. But anyway, guys, if you're a Stevie Nicks fan, let me know. Lenny Kravitz. Lenny Kravitz, singer, songwriter, guitarist, age 61. He was born May 26th of 1964. Um, yeah, he's got a lot of great riffs in his songs. Great vocalist. Love his voice. John Fogerty from Creedence Clearwater Revival. And he's done a lot of solo music too, outside of Creedence. Of course, Creedence hasn't been around for a long time. But anyway, John Fogerty was born May 28th, 1945. He's at the age of 80 right now. So singer, songwriter, guitarist, John Fogerty. So and this isn't a hard rock metal band by any means, but Danny Elfman, the singer for Oingo Boingo, new wave music. I've always been a big fan of Oingo Boingo, so I thought I'd go ahead and mention him today too. Danny Elfman, yeah, they've got a lot of great music, but with all the tattoos and the way his hair is, you would think he was a metal singer, definitely. But singer songwriter, May 29th, 1953, he was born. He's at the age of 72. Blaze Bailey, man, I wanted nothing to do with Blaze Bailey when he was with Iron Maiden, when he was replacing Bruce Dickinson. But later on, I started checking his music out with Iron Maiden. It wasn't too bad. It really wasn't. It wouldn't have been my first choice of music with Iron Maiden, but I ended up buying the albums that he did with Iron Maiden and later on, and actually they were pretty good. And so I throw them on once in a while, listen to them, definitely. But Blaze Bailey had a great voice. He really did. Much different than Bruce Dickinson. His style, everything was completely different than Bruce Dickinson. Um, but great singer, definitely. If I ever had a chance to go see him, I would definitely do it. So Virtual 10, Virtual 11 were the two albums he did with Iron Maiden. So check them out if you haven't. They are good albums actually. Not as good as the other Iron Maiden albums with Paul Di'Anno or Bruce Dickinson, but good albums though. So anyway, but again, he was born May 29th, 1963. He's at the age of 62, or he will be at the age of 62. Well, actually, he's at the age of 62 today. Today is the 29th. I kept thinking today was the 28th, I thought, I guess. I kept thinking. But anyway, today is his birthday today, May 29th, 1963. He was born. He's at the age of 62 right now. But I'm not sure if he's out touring or playing. If he is, I would sure love to see him. If you guys have had a chance to see him, let me know. Let me know what it was like seeing him, I guess. But Blaze Bailey. So let's see here. Nearing to the end of the birthdays here, I think. Let's see here. Tomorrow, Topper Hedson. He was the drummer for the Clash. Born May 30th, 1955. He's at the age of 70 right now. Clash had a lot of great songs. Definitely love the Clash. I don't listen to them as much as I probably should. I'm gonna have to break down and listen to some of their music again. But more commercial punk. kind of music, but they were kind of the godfathers, I think, of the commercial punk sound. So anyway, the Clash. And Tom Morello, we can't forget about Tom Morello. He'll have a birthday tomorrow as well. Um, he was born May 30th, 1964. He'll be 61 tomorrow. Rage Against the Machine, the Night Watchman are the bands he's been involved with. He's the guitar singer songwriter um, for them. He wasn't originally the singer for them, but I think he's been singing for them lately for a while now. So, but anyway, Tom Morello, and he's been kind of the mastermind behind the whole Black Sabbath reunion show that's coming up here in July. Um, he's the one that has gotten this whole thing going for Black Sabbath, got everything arranged with all the bands that are opening up and all the guest appearances. Has helped Sharon Osbourne and Tony Iommi with all this, getting this going. So very excited about Black Sabbath doing another show. I hope I'll get to see that on YouTube or something. It's going to be in Birmingham, England. So I'm not going to get to go see that, of course. But I hope they'll have that full show on YouTube. Hopefully they'll bring it out on video or something. But uh, Von Peppian, he was born May 30th, 1967. He'll be 58 tomorrow. Bassist for the Black Crowes. Again, a band I really love. Wish I could see them. I hope I finally get to see them somehow. Was supposed to see them open up for Aerosmith when they were doing their farewell tour, but they ended up ending that tour before me and my brother could see them. Um, Brian Fair for Shadows Fall, singer songwriter, born May 30th, 1975. He'll be at the age of 50 tomorrow. So a lot of birthdays tomorrow. And I'm going through the whole month because I won't be able to get back to doing another show, of course, since this is the last one before the end of this month here. We'll skip him. And John Bonham, rest in peace, John Bonham, drummer for Led Zeppelin, born May 31st, 1948. He would be 77 years old right now if he was alive. And anyway, so it looks like that is it. Make sure you go to Loudwire to check out the top 75 hard rock metal guitarists of all time. And Vivian Campbell starts out at 75, which I think he should be way up on the list. Huge Vivian Campbell fan. Got to meet him once when he was with Whitesnake back in 1987 in Casper, Wyoming. Got to talk to him for a good 20 minutes or so at the Hilton Inn in Casper, Wyoming. Great White was opening up for him at the time, but he was a hell of a nice guy, and I know he still is. But he's played guitar for Dio. That's where he started out, was with Dio, and I know they had kind of a falling out. And I don't think anything ever got resolved before Dio's passing. Which I want to say want to kind of announce. Let's see here. I want to make sure that I give Ronnie James Dio a shout out here because we lost him 15 years ago. May 16th, we lost him 15 years ago to stomach cancer. Ronnie James Dio has been, I've been a huge fan of Ronnie James Dio. I even got a tattoo of him this last year it's got his years he was alive, and it's got the horns behind the Dio logo with his autograph. Um, and I'll show you guys that tattoo before this podcast ends. But want to show you guys something. I want to show you guys something of him before this ends today as well. But rest in peace, Ronnie James Dio. You're missed every day. So let's go to some heavy metal news now. And then we'll get into the meat and potatoes of this podcast today. Anyway, we were just on Loudwire with the birthdays. So let's go to Blabbermouth now. I'm sorry, Loudwire. I think, let's see. Oh, let's see here. Let's see. I might be on the wrong side actually. Let's see. Heavy. Yeah, here we go. Blabbermouth.net. We did the birthdays on Loudwire, so make sure you check out Loudwire for all the birthdays I missed. Um, Looks like right now on blabbermouth.net, Ozzy's discussing that he's working hard to get ready for the final show. I know he's been doing a lot of weightlifting and stuff like that, trying to get somewhat physically fit, uh, which I know he'll remain in his wheelchair probably during the show. And I don't think he's going to do every song, as from what I understand. He's going to do majority of it, but not all of it. So, but anyway, but whatever he does, I'm excited to see what all happens with that final Black Sabbath show, the one-off show, reunion show. Let's see here. Gilmore marvels at Triumph's amazing renaissance ahead of first ever tribute album. There's a tribute album that is out. I believe it's out right now, with a lot of different artists doing the Triumph music. So I want to definitely check that out. Um, Vivian Campbell's been back with Def Leppard for 2 shows following a bone marrow transplant. Vivian Campbell, I'm just amazed and just so proud of this guy. He's been struggling with cancer for a long time, but he continues to tour, and he whenever he needs treatments, he does it, and he's still out there touring, and he's just a strong guy, man. To be able to deal with the cancer that he's dealt with for so long, and getting bone marrow transplants and everything, and still touring is just amazing. I know he's missed some shows and he's had some replacements for him, but majority of the time he's with them touring and playing, and I'm just blown away by how well he's holding up and doing well, and fighting this cancer situation. And the guy is not giving up by any means. I think he's going to be around a long time still. But I'm so proud of you, Vivian Campbell. Great job. Um, In Flames recruits drummer John Rice for Spring Summer 2025 European Tour. If you're In Flames, make sure you check them if you live over in Europe. Sepultura bassist let's see. Sepultura bassist Cultura Tres collaborates with Latin rock superstar Juanas on Shin single. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. I'm not great with Latin, so let's see here. If you're a Blue October fan, I've never listened to them. They're going to be at the Mission Ballroom in Denver, Colorado, Friday, October 24th. Uh, let's see here. Philip Anselmo. I'm not sure how you pronounce Philip's last name. Singer for Pantera, songwriter for Pantera. Um, Philip is talking about I'm playing with Pantera again. Every night it's about trying to make my bandmates proud. I hope I finally get to see Pantera, even though Dime and even though Dime isn't with them, and their original drummer. Um, I've got a mind block here. um, let's see here. Vinnie Paul. I'm sorry, guys. Vinnie Paul, the original drummer. I know Dimebag Darrell and Vinnie Paul would be proud of what's going on with Pantera right now. I really believe. Um, I think their replacements are great. That have been with Pantera. Um, I have no complaints about what's going on with Pantera. I know a lot of people do. But you guys let me know what you think about the whole Pantera thing if you have not discussed that yet. Um, Zach Wild's killing it. I mean, he's just really doing a great job for Pantera, and Charlie Benante, drummer for Anthrax, killing it on the drums. So Doral Pesh to release Lemmy tribute album. I definitely want to check that out when that comes out. Let's see when, see if it says when that's going to come out. Let's see. I don't think there's a release date yet. Yeah, no date set yet for that. It looks like, but I'm definitely anxious to check that out. Can't wait to hear that. I think that's gonna be a great album. I really do. So definitely wanting to check that out whenever that happens, I think. Let's see here. Styx announces new album called Circling from Above, shares Build and Destroy single. Definitely want to check that out. Big Styx fan here. Saxon to release Eagles Over Hellfest live album in June. Oh, I gotta check that out. That's gonna be a good live album, I bet. Huge Saxon fan. Of course, I've got my Saxon shirt on today. Um, from when I got to see them with Judas Priest back, I think it was in 2000. I want to say 2018. I believe I want to say over in Casper, Wyoming. That was on the Redeemer of Souls tour with with Judas Priest. Saxon was awesome, and I'm trying to remember the band that opened up for him, but it was originally the Thin Lizzy band, but they changed it to a different name. I can't remember what the name of that band was, but it was members from Thin Lizzy that were in that. Um, let's see, Ministry is going to be at the Mission Ballroom May 31st in Denver, Colorado. If you're into Ministry, I would love to go see that, but of course it's going to fall right on my inventory day coming up here in just a couple days. So darn, I wish I could go see that. Let's see here. Watch Iron Maiden launches Run for Your Lives tour plays first concert with the new drummer Simon Dawson. I've seen some of these clips on YouTube, and actually he sounds really good, and he seems like he's fitting right in with Iron Maiden. And sure seems like the guys in Iron Maiden are pretty happy with Simon Dawson being in Iron Maiden now. Um, and so yeah, check out Simon Dawson with Iron Maiden. It's on YouTube right now. There's all kinds of different stuff right now that's popping up. So make sure you check that out. But I've watched a little bit of some of that, and it is sounding really good. I'm very excited to see Iron Maiden on the Run for Your Lives tour. And some of the stuff that I saw, I will not talk about, so you guys can see it for yourself. But it is pretty extravagant. But it still has that Iron Maiden feel, but the stuff they're doing on stage and all the visuals, it's pretty exciting stuff. So, um, Duff McKagan praises new Guns N' Roses drummer Isaac Carpenter. Says he's adding a new excitement to the songs. I think that's great. I can hear my niece or my granddaughters playing outside. So hopefully you guys aren't hearing all that in the background. So anyway, but In Flames parts ways with drummer Tanner Wayne. Legendary rock guitarist Rick Derringer dies at 77. I'm not real familiar with Rick Derringer, but I know a lot of people are, a lot of musicians are. But rest in peace, Rick Derringer. Thank you for what you contributed to to the music world out there. Let's see here. A lot of good stuff today, actually. Skipping through a few things here, I know, but you guys can always go back to Blabbermouth and check out all the other news that I didn't go through. Um, Ex Fear Factor singer Burton C. Bell, if you're a Fear Factory fan. So ex singer for them, Burton C. Bell, is focused on releasing a single right now. There's no, let's see, focused on releasing singles right now. No solo album planned, he says. Let's see, you're seeing Pantera's entire performance in Philadelphia as support act for Metallica. Wasp's Blackie Lawless hopes to release his autobiography in 2026. I definitely want to check that out. I'm a huge Wasp fan. Firehouse releases first song with new singer Nate Peck. Mighty Fine Lady promises more fresh music. Pretty good song. I listened to it on the Eddie Trunk show. Pretty good song. I listened to this last week, but it was a pretty good song. And Nate Peck really does sound close to the original singer for Firehouse. So I think he's fitting right in. And I wanted to see really quick if there's any more music that's going to be coming out here. Um, but no, I'm not. CJ Snare is who I wanted to say. CJ Snare is the original singer, which we just lost him here not too long ago as well. So rest in peace, CJ Snare. Um, Huge Firehouse fan, but I was impressed with Nate Peck, with how he sounds with Firehouse. He does. He sounds very close to CJ Snare. Very, very close. So make sure you guys check out the new song Mighty Fine Lady from Firehouse if you haven't checked that out yet. I think you guys will be pleased with what you hear. Definitely will. So um anyway, get off of this here now. Oops. Up. Let's see here. Stop share. Okay, I'm back. Anyway, guys, that's it for heavy metal news and heavy metal birthdays. Um, so let me get into of what we're going to discuss today. I just really today I wanted to discuss and review what has happened with Harper Cigar Lounge for this season, and kind of do a log down memory lane a little bit, I guess you could say. Giving the cigar just another light here. It did go out on me. So far the taste notes on this has been, some nice chocolate flavors. Definitely some pepper. Still full strength cigar, very rich cigar. Um, but yeah, just getting more, mainly chocolate and spice is what I'm getting out of this. A little bit of some leathers or some cedar kind of taste notes as well. The aromas have been great in the air. The construction on the cigar is holding up very well. Um, give you guys a little bit of some pyro with my cigar. Anyway, so let's do kind of a walk down memory lane right now with this channel. I started season 3 on November 18th of 2024. So actually I started later than what I think I'd mentioned originally. So actually I kept thinking I started in October, but actually we didn't start this new season of season 3 until November 18th. So about 3 months behind. But got in around 14 shows or so this year. Um, but the first exciting thing that happened for this channel was having Martin Mondick on, German metal band for Accept. It turned out to be a really great interview in the beginning, getting it going. First time we both did anything together on YouTube live. So first time I ever had anybody on with me. I've done YouTube live before, but this was the first time I was able to finally have a guest with an actual metal band that's well known, which is again the German metal band Accept. Me and Martin Mondick started getting to know each other after the Accept KK's pre-show in Denver, Colorado, September 3rd of 2024, and I started messaging him and talking to him because I didn't actually get to meet him at the show. Um, I messaged him after it was all said and done, and he responded back, and we started talking back and forth. And I finally asked him if he'd want to come on and be on my show. And it took about a month for him to respond back to me, but he finally responded back and told me that he was going to be in Germany for Christmas and everything with his family, and but he was definitely interested in coming on. So we made it work, but it started out rough with the YouTube live thing. I wasn't too happy about that at all, but it ended up turning out to be a really good interview. So I'm glad it happened. But I had him on January 12th um, of this year, and it was a great interview. So make sure you go back and check that out on this channel if you're an Accept fan. But Martin Mondick, again, bass player, has done some songwriting for Accept as well. But just a great guy, just very down to earth, and just a really great guy. But really enjoyed hanging out with him. He was live with me from Nashville, Tennessee. Uh, he was in his girlfriend's apartment, and so he didn't get to smoke a cigar with me. I did send him some cigars, but he didn't get to smoke a cigar with me because he was in his girlfriend's house or apartment. But it turned out to be a great interview. So that was the first exciting thing that happened with this channel. And then, of course, I did a lot of shows this year um, where I got to actually show some YouTube videos and some stuff like that when I discussed well, one show I did was the like the top heavy metal mascots, which there wasn't no video on that show, but that was just a different subject for what I usually discuss on this channel. I usually would discuss, different albums I enjoy, and and discussed like my top favorite albums of each band, and did a lot of reviews over the years, but never had ever discussed anything outside of that, it seems like, besides the heavy metal news and heavy metal birthdays. So getting to have some different subject matter this year was really important to me. I wanted to do something really different this year. So anyway, so that was the first show I did, was, outside of the live interview with Martin, but discuss the top heavy metal hard rock mascots. And then I started getting into shows where I discussed um, like the hottest videos of, back from the MTV days. And I did 3 different shows with that. There's a part 1, 2, and 3 of all the hottest videos on MTV. And like all the hottest, videos with the hottest, female artists. So did that, and then had a buddy of mine on from the UK, which was Antonello Nicastro. Had him on. I had him on February 16th, I believe, is the day that I had him on. Um, yeah, February 16th. And he's a singer-songwriter back in the UK, has some Italian music, nothing hard rock, heavy metal, but just he's got some great guitar work. He does a lot of great vocals, a lot of great lyrics that he writes, and just really different music that's really out of the norm for me. But Antonello was one of my first followers on my Facebook group page. And then he got onto YouTube and started following me on YouTube here. And I was following him back, and we just started communicating back and forth, became really good friends. And anyway, by the way, hello, Antonello, brother. You're missed. Hopefully, we can talk again here pretty soon. Enjoyed our time together on the podcast we did. But such a great guy, just a very, very good guy. And so I was really proud to have him on my channel to discuss his music and everything. And we had a great time. So anyway, check out Antonello Nicastro on YouTube, as well as Facebook and all kinds of other platforms you can find him on. So he was my second guest. And then here recently I had my buddy um, Corey Banks from the Cigar Junkies podcast over in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I had him on here just a couple weeks or so ago, and we had a great time during that as well. So this year had some actual great actual some actual guests that were great, and I'm trying to get a couple more people to come onto this channel. So if I do, if I'm able to get anybody onto this channel over this summer, I will. I'll make sure I do my interviews with them and get that up here on YouTube. So I do got a couple people I'm trying to still get onto this show. And so we'll see what happens in the near future. But that's the goal for this channel, is to get more musicians on this channel for interviews, to do podcasts with them, and just to continue doing just some different subject matter than what I normally do. So I got a lot of plans in the future for this channel. Trying to get more guests on, trying to get uh, just trying to discuss more subject matter than I normally don't discuss, to make things more exciting on this channel and more to be more interesting for you guys. So that's in the works. Just I have a lot of different plans, a lot of different things I goals I want to meet, I guess I want to say. But and then this year I also did a couple live shows called Midnight Maniacs, where it was for me interacting with all of you guys out there that follow me, to get to know you on a more personal level, and to announce anything that's going on with this channel and just discuss whatever you guys want to discuss. So I've done two of those. I hope to do more of those as well. So it's called Midnight Maniacs. I usually start that about 10:30 at night or 11 o'clock at night, and go until maybe 1 or 1:30 in the morning. Um, some of my followers are up late, so I thought it was a good time to kind of do some of that. So I hope to do some more of that here soon. Um, but so those are the things that I was really excited about this year, happening for this channel. Um, and let's see, I'm trying to think of what else we discussed on this channel this year that maybe I missed. Um, let's see here. Also had a show where I discussed all the hardest rock and new wave videos, from the MTV days. So that was a lot of fun too. But I've had little bits and pieces taken back off from YouTube, but for the most part, I've been pretty lucky to be able to keep majority of the content up. Um, Outside of this podcast, on one of my Troy Marchia cigar reviews, I was showing some Italian music, or playing some Italian music that just had some really pretty scenery. YouTube took that completely off. So I don't understand that whole thing, why that was taken off, and why all the other stuff I've been putting on for music videos has stayed on. I don't know why. But it's just I don't know how I don't get how YouTube works things. I just still don't understand it, but been pretty fortunate though overall. So anyway, so that's what's gone on with the podcast this year, and hoping to do more of that in the future. Um, More interviews again, more um, things where I can, put YouTube up for you guys to see certain videos, and maybe other things too that maybe I'll come across that I think will be interesting for you guys to see. Um, I would like to find a way to do some karaoke on YouTube. My mom's brought it up to me, doing some karaoke on YouTube, but I don't think there's any way to do that. For one, with how my microphone situation works out, or well, not my microphone, but just how it works with YouTube. And you got music playing, and I've tried talking over some of it, and you can't hardly hear me on YouTube, on Zoom here where I'm doing these podcasts. You can't hardly hear me. Sometimes you can hear me, and sometimes you can't. So for music to be playing and for me to be singing through the microphone, I don't think you guys would hear me very well over the music. It just doesn't work that well. It doesn't work that way with Zoom, I guess. You got to either do either or. I can put videos on silent and just let you see the video, and then I can talk that way very well. But if I've got the music actually playing, you can't hear me very well. So I just don't think the karaoke thing would work. But I thought it'd be kind of fun to do like a live YouTube thing where where there's like karaoke involved, but I don't see that really happening. So anyway, probably get to throw that out the window and forget about that. But if there's any way for technology wise, if there's ever a way that it can happen, I thought it'd be kind of fun to do some karaoke stuff with you guys, have a karaoke night. But I don't see that happening in the plan or in the future. So anyway, so that's kind of what went on with season 3. And if you guys have any ideas or any suggestions for me, please throw them at me, because I'm very willing to take any suggestions on some material that you'd like to see me cover on this channel, whether it's this podcast or my other podcasts on this channel. So let me know. Let me know about any ideas you have or anything you'd like to see. I'm open to any suggestions. Now, what I'd like to discuss is all the top hard rock metal finds that I've gotten this year, music that I found that I just kind of discovered, or maybe revisited, and then went out and bought the music with some of the bands I revisited that I kind of forgot about or just never really gave a chance, maybe. But uh, first album that I got here is Bad English. Um, it's called Backlash, and this came out in 1991. This is the second album to Bad English right here. Um, Really good album. It's not quite as good as the first album that they put out. But on this album, John Wade is the lead vocalist again. Neil Sean on guitars from Journey. Jonathan Cain on keyboards from Journey. Ricky Phillips on bass, and Dean Castronavo on drums, which been involved with. He's been involved with Journey as well. Um, and I'm trying to remember the band he was with in the 80s. Um, I'm gonna look it up really quick. Let's see here. I put my cigar down for a moment. The cigar is doing very well. Still, construction's holding up very well. Castronovo. Oh, let's see here. Trying to remember the band he was with in the 80s. Oh, I'm on the wrong. Let's see here. Oh, I'm sorry. It's Dean Castronova. I think I said that wrong. Yeah, Dean Castronova. I apologize. Um, Revolution Saints is the other band he was with. He's also played for Ozzy Osbourne, which I didn't know that. Steve Vai, Paul Rogers, uh, Guns N' Roses, and Black Sabbath's Geezer Butler. So those are some things I didn't realize he was involved with, I guess. But anyway, great drummer. I really enjoy watching him play. And the cigar's, a good cigar, but it does go out rather easily, it seems like, if you don't puff on it regularly. So giving this another relight here. Um, I don't know if I should blame the cigar or blame myself for it going out a couple times on me here. I know I talk more than I puff on my cigar at times, but some of the songs on this that I thought was really good is let's see, Straight to Your Heart. Let's see here. Time Stood Still. Um, let's see here. Pray for Rain. Make Love Last. There's a lot of good songs on this album. Just a little more laid back than the first album that they put out, which was just under Bad English. But anyway, so that was the first find right there. And then this band here, I caught on YouTube, and I've always heard of Leatherwolf, but these two albums right here, really, really good. Um, on let's see here, on Universal Records. But Rise or Fall, The Call. Let's see here on this one here. Let's see here. I'm trying to see which one was the first album. Okay, so this was the first album right there. Just under Leatherwolf, but The Calling was a big hit, obviously, that I saw on YouTube quite a bit. Is which got me caught on to these guys was the band or the song The Calling. Um, so really good album. This whole album is really, really good. Um, and then Street Ready that came out in 1989, right there. Really, really good album too. Um, Hideaway was a big hit off of this album. Um, Trying to see what else on here. Yeah, I'm not sure what other songs were hits. I can't remember, but this is a really great album as well. And Dean Roberts on drums, Paul Garman on bass guitar, Geoff Gayer guitar, Kerry Howe on guitar. And let's see here. I was trying to see who the lead singer was here. Um, let's see here. Michael Oliver on keyboards. Let's see here. Kerry Howe. So Kerry Howe does the vocals also, and also plays guitar, I want to say. Um, Also plays guitar. So anyway, but those are great albums that I discovered. Um, and then let's see here. We got Rush, Moving Pictures, the 40th anniversary, right there. Really good album as well. It's got the Moving Pictures album, and then Live in YYZ 1981. Two discs to that, but just so many great songs on this. But there's the inside of it right there. Really, really good album. The recordings were just terrific. The live album on this is just terrific. Um, so this really folds out. A lot of great stuff in here. Has a great book with it as well. So make sure you check that out. Again, that's the Rush Moving Pictures 40th anniversary, and that came out in 2021. So anyway, again, Rush Moving Pictures 40th anniversary. Um, and then Cinderella Live at the Key Club. Great, great recording. That came out in 1999 originally, and then remastered and rebrought out in 2021. There's the back of it right there. A lot of great songs on this album. Hot and Bothered's the song Hot and Bothered on this is just terrific. A lot of cowbell in the beginning of it and stuff. It just sounds terrific. Um, Dawkins, Heaven Comes Down. That came out in 2023. Took me a couple years to finally give it a chance, but I'm glad I did. Really, really good album. Really, really good album. So make sure you check out Doc and Heaven Comes Down if you're a Doc and fan and haven't given that a chance. Great album. Um, and then finally picked up the Striper acoustic to help the devil, or to help the amps. Um, and this is a great album too. This came out last year, but there's the back of it right there. Um, you know what to do, soldiers under command. No more hell to pay. Make you mine. Loud and clear, lady. Honestly, calling on you. Amazing grace. Always there for you and all for one. Great acoustic set. Make sure you check out that one. Um, Finally picked up the new Sweet and Lynch. Michael Sweet and George Lynch. Michael Sweet from Striper, of course, George Lynch from Dawkins. This came out in 2023. This is their third album together. Really good album. Definitely can hear some of the Dawkins elements in it. So make sure you check that out. Um, and then, of course, this one here, The Tattooed Millionaire from Bruce Dickinson, finally gave that a chance. Great, great album. Back from 1990 is when that came out. So anyway, great album. Um, Tattooed Millionaire, probably my favorite song off of this album. Um, let's see here. All the Young Dudes is a good one. No Lies. Um, Son of a Gun. There are a lot of great songs on this album. There's the back of it right there. Of course, Janet Gers is on this album as well. That's been with Iron Maiden now for a while. Let's see here. And then the Mandrake Project by Bruce Dickinson, his recent album. Man, I have jammed out to this. I don't know how many times now. It's been such a great album. I did a Smoke and Metal podcast with this. So make sure you check out my Smoke and Metal podcast where I pair this with a great cigar. Um, Very impressed with that album. Kicks, Rock Your Face Off. Finally gave this a chance. This came out in 2014, but it has a lot of the old Kicks elements on it. Some songs that are a little more modern rock sounding, but definitely got some of that old Kicks sound as well. But anyway, Rock Your Face Off. Great, great album. This whole album's really good. Nothing bad about this album at all. No fillers. Definitely in your face rock music. Um, so if you haven't given that a chance, make sure you do that. Um, and then this was a band that I had the cassette a long time ago, Blue Murder. Um, and so I finally picked this back up on CD. And Really great album. John Sykes, the lead singer. Uh, and then it's got Carmen Apiece or Carmine Appice. I'm sorry. Trying to get this out so I can. Some of these books are hard to get out of these cases sometimes. um, then we've got John Sykes on guitars, vocals, background vocals. Tony Franklin on bass guitar. That was who I was trying to remember. Um, and then Carmine Appice, of course, his drummer or his brother is Vinny Appice that's played for Dio and Black Sabbath. But Carmine Appice, he's been involved with Vanilla Fudge, um, and Rod Stewart, and then of course Blue Murder. But John Sykes, of course, he used to be with Whitesnake. Um, but this whole album is just terrific. It was better than what I remembered. But of course, Tony Franklin, with that played bass for Blue Murder, he was also with the Firm, with uh, Paul Rogers and uh, oh gosh, guys, um, I have got a mind block today with so many things, it seems like. Jimmy Page is who I want to say. Jimmy Page from Led Zeppelin. He was with the Firm. And if you guys have never picked up that first Firm album, you gotta check that out. But Jimmy Page and Roger Daltrey is great on that album. Um, yeah, so make sure you check that album out if you haven't done that yet. Um, and then Bang Tango, Psycho Cafe. Um, I never gave these guys a chance. I finally did, of course, and I'm glad I did. Um, it's funny, I was watching an old Don Donahue show. I think it was Donahue, and they had all these. He had all, or no, it was Geraldo Rivera. I apologize. It was recently Geraldo Rivera. I caught on YouTube, and they had all the old. Well, it was a pretty old show, but um, had a lot of the some famous rock stars on there and discussing. They were all discussing, why they were, in the rock business, and their mothers were with them, and a lot of the mothers were against them being in that business. Some mothers were very supportive and some weren't. But so anyway, so Joe Leste, this guy here, he was one of the guys on that show, and I really liked his attitude and different things. It's like he looks familiar. I couldn't figure out what band he was with, so I looked him up, and of course, it led me to this band Bang Tango. I was like, well, gosh, I remember Bang Tango, and I never gave him a chance. So I started listening to him on YouTube, and I was like, wow, I have missed out on some great stuff over the years. But the video that I checked out on YouTube after I saw that Geraldo show was Someone Like You. And it was such a great video. And that lead singer there that I just mentioned, he had a really like a style of the cult, the like how I mean the whole band had a style of like from the band The Cult, with Guns N' Roses and Aerosmith kind of mixed in as well as maybe Pretty Boy Floyd. Kind of had all those elements mixed together, and I just really really liked what I was seeing and hearing. So I ended up grabbing this up, and I'm glad I did. I've listened to it quite a few times now over the past week, and it's just been a great, great album. So Bang Tango, Psycho Cafe, there's the back of it right there. Make sure you guys check that album out if you haven't had a chance to do that yet. You won't regret it. And then of course I'm a huge Saxon fan, but I finally picked up this one, Hellfire and Damnation. This came out in 2023. Uh, Man, it's an ass kicking album. I tell you what, it's just really, really good. I'm glad I finally gave it a chance, um, and picked it up. And but anyway, so if you haven't listened to Hellfire and Damnation, make sure you check that album out by Saxon. Um, Pretty Boy Floyd, Kiss of Death, Live on the Sunset Strip. These are great albums. Also, I actually bought this. I bought this one from my buddy Jacob Lee over in South Dakota. This album, they do all the Kiss covers. I'm very picky about cover music, but this album is just they kicked ass with all the Kiss covers. I was very pleased with what I heard, and really really great album. So if you guys love Kiss and you like cover songs, or if you're picky about cover songs and you just don't find too many good cover songs, this one is a great one. So Kiss of Death by Pretty Boy Floyd, and that came out in 2015 originally and repackaged on 2000 in 2022. So, and then Live from the Sunset Strip. This came out in 2012 originally and was repackaged and remastered in 2022. But they've got every great song that you can imagine on here. If you love Pretty Boy Floyd and haven't listened to this live album, you got to check it out. Anyway, so two really great albums by Pretty Boy Floyd, definitely. So, um, and then of course, uh, got the new Ghost, um, Scalata. So really good album as well, The New Ghost. Really, really good album. Let's see here, Peacefield and Satanized. Um, yeah, let's see what else was there. Lakshima or something like that. But those were the three songs they've brought out so far. But just really, really good album. And a little bit of the inside there, real quick. But really good album, really good album. They really sound a lot. You know, they got metal elements, but they're very popish kind of sounding. But um, you hear a lot of elements from a lot of different bands that they look up to. Anyway, then see here, Detroit Stories with the CD DVD. I've had this on CD, but this is the CD DVD. The CD one I got at his concert a few years ago. Um, and it's autographed. Um, so anyway, I've had this on CD autographed, but I've had it put away. I never actually listened to it until I bought this one. That's got the CD and DVD. The DVD is the Paranormal Evening at Olympia, Paris, live um, from 2021, and then Road, really great album as well, and it's got a live at Hellfest in 2022. So anyway, so these were great finds. Really enjoyed these, and looking forward to more Alice Cooper stuff coming out here pretty soon. And I won't get into all these albums, but a band called Aline is a band that I caught on to this year from Sweden. Oh my gosh, just a really great band. Um, Symphonic metal is what they're considered. Um, Trying to see. Let's see here. I want to get all the names of everyone in this band if I can find it. I've had a hard time getting their names down. Um, yeah, I'm not finding it on that album, their names here, but I know one of these albums does. But anyway, so I guess I'll go in order. I've got all their CDs here. So the first Lean right there. There's the back of it, and they're on Black Lodge Records. Um, See if I can get some names here. But I ordered these off of their website. Um, but there's one picture of the band there. Of course, the lineup has changed since this, but let's see. Okay, here we go. So vocals is Madeline Lifestrom or Lifestrom. Guitar, growl, and vocals Reichard Ekberg. Keyboard Sebastian Berglund. Drummer or drums David Erickson, and bass Andreas Martinson. But there's another picture of them right there. Really good band. I've been really enjoying this band a lot. They're they got a darker image, but their lyrics are very positive, and they're really about empowering people to be the best they can in life and to enjoy life and go for your goals and any addictions or anything that you're trying to overcome. Just encouraging people to never give up and to keep working hard every day to overcome addictions or anything that's causing them a lot of negative things in life that's holding them back, you know. So this is Lean Until the End. This was their second album. And let's see here. Trying to see what the lineup was during this one. Um, I want to say it was still the same band at this point, but there's another picture of them there. So they've got some different elements of black metal, death metal, just regular metal. But a lot of their music has like a lot of like uh, almost like a choir sound in the background during some of their songs, and a lot of harmonies, and just a lot of really fast guitar, fast drumming. And then her voice, she's a little slower with what she sings. Um, but uh, but it just all blends together very well. And then All Shall Burn. This was a an EP, a 5 song EP right there that came out next. That was in 2019. So their first album was in 2015, or 2017, and then 2000. So 2017, 2018, and then 2019. This one here, and then Dancing in Hell. This came out in 2020. There's the back of it right there. Um, but just very positive lyrics. I mean, for the imagery and everything, you would expect their lyrics to be a lot different than what it is, but it's just very positive lyrics. And just a band that really cares about their fans, which I respect a lot. A couple band members got fired here recently for they said they were fraternizing with their fans in some way. Um, so not sure what happened exactly, but they were fired. There was their bass player and their guitar or drummer that got fired. So, but this is another solid album right there. And then they brought out Aline Acoustic in Hell. Really, really good acoustic album. Um, Very good album right there. If you've never listened to these guys, make sure you check them out. I got my meat cutter onto these guys, and he's really into country music most of the time, but he does like some rock. But I told him about these guys, and he just fell in love with them immediately. So, um, and so the recent album is called "We Shall Remain," and this just came out in let's see, 2023. So a couple of years ago on Atomic Fire Records. Uh, I'm sorry, that was the CD I just showed you there, I guess. But no pictures in this album. But I was trying to see if it talks about the band members at all. I can't remember. And no, it doesn't, as far as I'm seeing. Um, but yeah, anyway, but when I got these CDs, it came with an autograph poster, which I don't have with me. But they sent me an autograph poster with everyone from the band. Sent me like a wristband that says Aileen Legion. Um, and yeah, just some little advertisements and stuff like that of their band they sent along with these. But just really, really good album. So if you've never checked out Aline, make sure you check them out. Um, and I think you're gonna love them. But again, they're from Sweden and they're considered symphonic metal. So those are my finds for my albums. And then of course, I recently, oh, I think it was towards the end of last year that I bought this. This is the Dio Dreamers Never Die right there. Great documentary about Ronnie James Dio, about his life, and great interviews from people that were closest to him. Um, so Jack Black is on there as well, but just a lot of great stuff on here. It starts from the very beginning, when he was a kid, when he got into music, and up until he passed away in 2015. So really, really good, really, really good documentary movie. So make sure you check that out if you love Ronnie James Dio and you haven't given that a chance. Um, I'm going to go on to YouTube. I want to show you the trailer for that DVD for that movie because it's just really good. It had me in tears on some of the bonus stuff that you can go to. So let me get this up and make sure I get everything set right. So let me find. Let's see. Let me find this here. I think this is it. Actually, this is the actual show, so I better not show this. Um, Let me get out of this. I gotta put the trailer on, is what I don't think I'll get in trouble for showing the trailer, but I probably will get in trouble for showing the actual show. But I didn't realize that was actually up on YouTube. But I suggest you watch the actual DVD with because of the bonuses.
When you're a kid, you're looking for a voice that says, "This is my generation."
I'm gonna rewind that.
When you're a kid, you're looking for a voice that says, "This is my generation." And then all of a sudden, here comes Ronnie James Dio.
This is rock and roll that is going to change your life.
Taking over for Ozzy. Can you imagine? He was the real deal.
Ronnie's story traverses the whole history of rock music.
A lot of people think of Ronnie as being the guy that did this and singing metal, but there's another side.
This is the pink salt recipe that took me from 198 to 147 in just weeks. And the best part, it's
Okay, so I'm back. Hopefully, I won't get in trouble for showing that trailer. I don't think I will. But I hope it don't get taken down. I'll apologize ahead of time if it does. If it does, make sure you guys go to YouTube, I guess, and watch that. If you enjoy it, order that DVD. I know it's available on Amazon and eBay. Not sure what other sites it's available on. Maybe the Ronnie James Dio site it's available on is available on. Maybe I don't know. But make sure you guys check that out. Such a good documentary. I love it. Had me in tears on the bonuses. Had me in tears actually throughout the show a little bit too. But there's some bonuses you can go to that just gets into some other things about Dio that Wendy Dio discusses. His wife, or his widowed wife, I should say, I guess. But really good, guys. Make sure you check that out. And again, that was the Dio Dreamers Never Die documentary movie there. So really, really good. Can't say enough about that documentary. I've watched it quite a bit actually. So let me, before we end, I just want to give a shout out to so many. I mean, there's so many people I could give a shout out to, and you guys all know who you are. But all of you guys have been such a huge support to me. I do want to mention Stephen Potter. He came down from Florida and he was here over this last week. And we got to get together and hang out. Him and his brother and his brother-in-law, we all got to hang out. Hugh Potter, which I believe is his brother-in-law, he joined this channel also. So thank you, Hugh. I appreciate your support. And Stephen, I appreciate your support to me as well. You guys are awesome. And so I appreciate you guys coming onto the channel. But I do want to just go over some new members to the to Harper's Cigar Lounge YouTube channel here. Want to discuss those guys really quick. Angel Cat that I just mentioned, Hugh Potter that I just mentioned, Uwami De Niro, Mark Jarman, Lon Zucconi Hutzel, John Chapman, King Scully Dev, Tim Placilla, Daniel Remains, Reds Vet, N1 Umbrella Corp Hater, Craig and Heather Cox, Jacob Hammond, Jessica Vest. There's someone else that's like from Israel or something that's following me, but I can't understand the writing. Mike Morrison, American Sheepdog, Scoosh one or 1999, the Hodge 101, My Music Corner, James McKillwan, Todd Boyce, um, Tramel Gibson. So those are a lot of some of my newer followers. We're up to 321 followers here on YouTube. Would sure like to see more come on to YouTube. On my Facebook group page, I've got over 1,800 members. And I'm going to go to that right now and discuss the newest members on my Harper Cigar Lounge Facebook group page. Over 1,800 members. Um, let's see here. Okay, so we got Maggie Potter. Oh, so Maggie, which is Steven's Steven's daughter, Maggie. She joined my Harper Cigar Lounge Facebook group page, which is what I'm on right now. Mark Knight, ex guitars for let's see here. Actually, he is not. I'm sorry. So these are people I need to invite still. I apologize. I'm trying to find the actual people that have joined on here. Let's see here. So I need to invite those guys. Actually, they're not on here yet. Joshua Jacob. Uh, so we got 1,822 members right now on the Facebook group page under Harper Cigar Lounge. Joshua Jacob, Rafael Nadal, House of Cigars, Ira Lee, Cecino Solomon, Tesfaye, Cigar Lounge, Cigar Nation, Firestarter, Cigar Aficionado, MX Cigar Aficionado, Guiji Gawai. So those are the newest members on the Facebook group page. So they all joined a week to 2 weeks ago. So thank you guys for all that have joined. I want to thank one of my biggest supporters, which is my mother, Sheila, back in Torrington, Wyoming. She's probably my biggest supporter. She's supported everything with all this from day one, and she's been such an encouragement with all this. So I want to thank my mom, thank my sister Sharon, my niece Lindsay, my brother Grant over in Sheridan. They're all members, and they're all been big supporters of this. But my mom's probably been my biggest supporter. I want to thank Jacob Lee over in Rapid City again. We met at the KK's Priest KK's Priest Accept show back in Denver, Colorado on September 3rd of last year. We've been great friends since, and I feel like we're brothers. We've gotten so close. I feel like he's a younger brother. We're into so many things. We're so much alike in so many ways. But again, check his YouTube channel out. Again, it's Jake, not from State Farm, and then his show, Jake's Music State. Make sure you give him some love. Check him out on YouTube. Subscribe to his channel and give him some likes and give him some feedback, some comments. Share his content as well. I want to thank, of course, my buddy Corey Banks, with the Cigar Junkies and the Strum Junkies band that he has. He was on my show again here not too long ago. Live from he was from Pittsburgh. Well, he was in Pittsburgh when we did the interview, when we hung out a little bit on my podcast here. His wife also, Shannon, was with him, and his kids were kind of in the background. But Corey Banks, and then Jason Smith, and Samuel Hoffman, also from the Cigar Junkies and Just the Tip Cigars. Thank you guys for all your support. I want to thank Tim Swanson from Cigars Daily over in Phoenix, Arizona. He's been a big support to this, as well as David Garofalo from the Cigar Authority, his podcast, as well as Two Guys Cigar Shop that he owns. He owns two different cigars in New Hampshire. And let's see who else. Gosh, I know I'm going to miss a lot of people here. I don't have my list with me that I usually have. But those have been my biggest supporters, as well as Stephen Potter. I want to mention him. Let's see here. Also, let's see here. I want to thank Scott Sullivan, um, Bass Cigar, Ira Lee. Let's see here. Keith Kenneberg back in Lingle, Wyoming. We go way back. Austin. Let's see here. Austin back in Arkansas. Um, let's see here. Austin Blaine is who I want to say. Austin Blaine Ogwin is who I'm trying to say. We go way back as well. Um, and then, of course, I want to thank my stepdaughter, Amy Peterson, over in Torrington, Wyoming. Casey over in Rapid City, South Dakota, my other stepdaughter. As well as Tara Riley, my other stepdaughter. They've all been a huge support to this as well. Um, and I think, let's see here. Gosh, I wish I had my list of everybody here because there's so many people. David Fizbeck back in Colorado. Um, let's see here. Gosh, guys, I wish I had my list. There's so many people that I need to mention here, and I don't have my list, and I am sorry that I don't have my list. But I do want to also mention, which I need to invite him onto my channel because I don't think he's aware of it yet. Um, I'm trying to remember who it was that I just had talked about. Gosh, I can't think here of who it was. I just mentioned him. He used to be with Bang Tango. We became friends on Facebook, but um, I need to get him on. I need to invite him onto the channel here, the group page on Facebook here. Um, but anyway, he had a birthday this month too. I know. So anyway, but gosh, I wish I could remember his name. I've just spaced his name. So, but anyway, there's so many people I need to mention and thank. But you guys all know who you are. So again, guys, thank you for all your support to me. I know we're probably running into overtime here. So I think we're running in almost 2 hours now. So actually not doing too bad on time. But this cigar, I've had to relight it a couple times. And it's actually not doing too bad right now. Um, the construction's been great on this cigar. I have had to do some relights. Um, I'm going to give it just a little bit of a boost here so I can finish talking. It's actually still lit here, but I want to give it a little bit of a boost. But this cigar, it's got a lot of great taste notes um, of chocolate, spice, or pepper, leather cedar. Um, and I definitely want to say it's got some coffee taste notes as well. But it's a very rich cigar, very full bodied. So I don't recommend it for a beginner, definitely. But pretty happy with this cigar. And I'm getting close to the band here where the burn line is. So I'm going to take that band off. But let me try to get a close up of that band there. Oh, there we go. Now you guys can see what that really looks like there. Gorgeous, gorgeous band. Definitely a keeper. So anyway, the Maximus, Diamond Crown Maximus, 5x50 Robusto. And yeah, I really love this band. I really do. So um gorgeous band. I can't speak high enough about the bands on the JC Newman cigars. But this one's probably one of the nicest. Again, there it is. Probably one of the nicest bands besides the Julius Caesar one. So anyway, great looking band. It's definitely a keeper. The cigar is doing great overall. I've had to do a couple touch ups and a couple relights, but I want to say it's because it's me talking too much. But I will leave in the comments how this finishes out, and hopefully it'll finish out well. And but so far, again, the construction's been great. The burn lines have been great. A great construction, and hasn't unraveled or cracked or anything on me. A lot of great aromas in the air. It does build up decent ash, um, I believe. Um, I haven't let it get too long so it doesn't fall on me or on the floor during this podcast, but good cigar, guys. It really is overall a good cigar. If I hadn't been talking as much, I think it would have not gone out on me a couple times. But again, I'll leave you guys my final rating and my final comments on this in the comment section. But hopefully you guys brought a good cigar today and brought a good drink. But again, cheers to you guys, and cheers. And again, thanks for all your support to me, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this last show for the season. And I've got so many exciting things I want to continue to do with this channel. Again, working on more guests to come on. And if I can get them on, there'll be a couple bonus shows maybe over the summertime. But keep an eye out for my Troy Marchia cigar review that I'll continue to do. Make sure you check out my Smoke and Metal podcast. I've got a great one coming up. And I've got to do another Dropping the Ash podcast as well. So I'll be doing that here pretty soon. But I'm really excited about the next Smoke and Metal podcast that's coming up. I'm dedicating it to my buddy Jacob Lee over in Rapid City. And if you guys were wondering what hat I'm wearing today, this is the Topaz Blue Captain Edition Boston Scally. And I'll leave a link for the Boston Scally Company in the bio section. If you've never worn a Boston Scally cap, you need to check them out. They got hats for every occasion. This is an 8-panel peaky cap, and it's just so comfortable. These are great for every day or for dress. You can't go wrong with the Boston Scally cap. But these are the caps you always see me wearing a majority of all my podcasts. So anyway, check out Boston Scally if you're looking for a great cap other than just your normal baseball cap. So great company to work with. And I don't know, I think I've got over 40 different caps now with them. So that I've been collecting over the past few years with them. So, but they've all been great. They all held up very well. Great quality hats. They don't fall apart on you. And I get a lot of compliments on these. So anyway, guys, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, by the way, please do that today. Again, please, hit the like, hit the bell, it below the video there for all the updates and all the new stuff that comes onto this channel. That bell, if you hit that bell, they'll keep you up to date on everything going on with this channel. Make sure you leave me a like I said. Leave me some comments, some feedback, some questions. I'll always be honest with you and answer any questions to the best of my ability. Share this content with everybody you know the best you can. Keep this channel alive and strong. And please spread the word about this channel to your friends. Word of mouth is another great way to build more followers, but I consider you guys all my family. So I always say my Harper Cigar Lounge family members, which you are family to me. And I, again, couldn't do this without any of you. So thank you guys for being with me today. Look forward to more content on this channel. And you guys, again, cheers. And please enjoy the rest of your week and weekend coming up. And I will see you guys in the comments. But anyway, guys, bye-bye now. Cheers. Cheers.